Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a good Sunday afternoon. This is a mid-afternoon Sunday update for us. It's warm and it's muggy here in East Texas. I'm coming to you from the Bagwell backyard. Meteorologist Andrew Samet will have an update for you later on this evening. I'll be back in studio later tonight after the NFL football game on KETK, and we'll have the latest update then. We are gearing up for a storm threat moving into early tomorrow morning. We still have a long ways to go before storms even arrive into East Texas. Let me kind of show you the big picture on how things are projected to play out. You'll notice here with Futurecast, as we get through the early evening, not too much of a problem for us. There's no problem here. It's going to be off to the north and northeast. Notice how those storms really begin to ramp up late this evening, especially across portions of Arkansas, southern Illinois, heading into Indiana. This is where that greater risk of strong thunderstorms is projected to occur. And then as it works its way into East Texas, coming into early morning, we'll probably have some bumpy, noisy, maybe briefly stronger severe thunderstorms for us. But a lot of the weather dynamics is staying well off to our north and to the northeast. But we can't rule out maybe a brief severe storm or two. And by 11 o'clock, notice how the threat is essentially over with for us, and we'll have a return, most likely a return to some sunshine and cooler conditions on Monday afternoon. All right, let's take you to what our KETK model is showing. This is the same one that you'll see on the East Texas Storm Team app. Again, through this evening, we have zero problems with the weather. We can't rule out an isolated shower, but cloud cover is really going to be the dominating story, keeping things muggy. All right, here we go by 2 a.m. Notice how some showers and storms develop just south of the Red River. Those are heading toward Interstate 31st. We'll start to see those move in between 2 and 4 a.m. By 4 a.m., we've got a line of storms. The question is how much wind energy, how much weather dynamics could kick in to maybe generate these storms turning on the strong or the severe side. That's the question that we're going to have to watch closely, and that's why we want to watch this as we go into early on Monday morning. So by 3 to 5 a.m., moving into the I-20 vicinity. By 6 a.m., it's south of I-20 and moving into Deep East Texas. And we don't want to discount here in Deep East Texas where we could have a few heavier or stronger thunderstorms as well. We do want to keep a close eye on that too. But after 8 a.m., this storm threat begins to pull on out. And certainly by 10 or 11 at the latest, the storm threat is essentially over with. So we do want to keep a close eye from about 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. for the chances of some strong thunderstorms that may move through. Overall, the severe threats have not changed from what meteorologist Andrew Samet showed you on Saturday. Heavy rain will be a top concern. The secondary severe threat, or the first severe threat technically, would be damaging wind gusts. The risk for some hail cannot be ruled out either. We'll keep that in the medium, probably could lean that toward the low category as a matter of fact, and the tornado risk overall should remain low, but we cannot rule that out either given the available wind energy in the atmosphere, and sometimes the dynamics can meet up just a bit more to produce a weak tornado. We saw that I believe it was a couple of weeks ago in Harrison County where we had a storm ramp up there and ended up producing an EF0, EF1 tornado not too far from the Louisiana state line. It started, though, in Harrison County before it crossed over into the parishes of Louisiana. So we definitely want to keep a monitor on that. Let me show you one other thing. I want to leave you with how temperatures are going to play out. It's warm this afternoon. We're in the 70s for us, and we're going to stay in the 60s with muggy conditions as we head into the evening. But as the cold front moves in, get ready for a pretty big temperature drop. Now, this is completely raw data from our KETK model, so the same one we showed you with the timing of Futurecast for the storms. This is also tracking that front as well. Notice how the temperatures take a tumble. We'll drop into the 50s, so the high temperatures on Monday technically will be in the 60s, but that'll be achieved early in the early morning hours. And then this cold front comes in, and we're going to go down to the low 50s, and we'll try to rebound back into the 60s in Deep East Texas, but probably staying in the 50s, our central and northern areas, as we get through the afternoon with a northeast wind. So colder temperatures are on the way. All right, we've got this risk for a few strong thunderstorms, and it is important to make sure that you are prepared. So make sure that you have our East Texas Storm Team app. With these storms coming overnight, early morning, you need to have a way of getting, at least a couple of ways of getting weather information. East Texas Storm Team app is great because you can set up your weather alerts, but hey, cell service, Wi-Fi, it can go down. having a NOAA weather radio as a secondary source is also a great tool to have for you in case severe weather moves in. All right, Andrew will have an update later on this evening on KATK Live at 5, Fox 51 News at 9, and I'll see you on KATK News after the NFL game, and then we'll also track those storms closely into the overnight. We'll keep you up to date as well on social media.